We're down to the final 2 games of the regular season, and tonight in the home finale, you know the King is locked in, and how couldn't he be? The Lakers secured a playoff berth with a win in Dallas, and speaking of Dallas, it may have been an emotional night for Luka in his return, but the Dawn looks Cali fresh tonight. He's coming off a season-high 45 points in the win against the Mavs. Lakers get their first shot at locking up the 3 seed tonight, taking on the Rockets. A win, and the Lakers will host their first playoff series at Crypto.com Arena since 2012. Tip-off's coming up at 7:30 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. I'm Chris McGee, joined by Big Game James Worthy and Derek Fisher. We got Allie and Trudell down at the arena, and good times.
Yeah.
We had a fun one the other night, Fish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun?
It was.
Nice.
Fun watching Luka absolutely dominate in Dallas. Good time. Big Game, how we doing?
Geeter, now that you have you've come down a little bit.
I have.
From that one call when Luka got thrown out. It took you about 2 or 3 days to recover from that. So you look poised and calm, and all the wrinkles were gone. You're good.
I was not happy with that.
You were not, man.
No, and I let it be known.
You're happy, I'm happy.
During every show and podcast.
All the shows.
Yeah, I just felt I needed to get it out there. And it's like a little therapy thing. But we got through it, and I've let it go. I've let it go.
It's good.
Lakers,
You're growing up.
I'm growing up. Lakers are facing off the Rockets in Game 81 as we take a look at the playoff bracket if the postseason started. Now, listen, still some movement that will be made in the final days of the regular season. But if it started today, the world would get Lakers-Warriors in the 3-6 matchup. Warriors in a 3-way tie with the Grizz in Minnesota. Grizz playing Denver right now. Warriors at Portland. And then the finale Sunday, which I think is going to be a big one, Clippers and Golden State. By the way, all 5 teams behind the Lakers are in play for 6 still. It's coming down to Sunday. So, Big Game, I'll start with you. Listen, Lakers are in the playoffs. We're really excited about that. They clinched on Wednesday night. What an emotional, awesome night and scene in Dallas. Lakers and Luka taking down the Mavs. Luka going for 45, just, epic fashion. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was. It was good to see that, after all that, Luka had to go through going back to Dallas. Very emotional return, a big tribute before, had to really hold back and emotional tears and stuff like that. Those aren't easy games to play in. So I give him a lot of credit for being able to recover and get focused and put on like a spectacular performance. Obviously going to get the win, but I think he was really performing for his fans there in Dallas, and the rest of the team did a great job to support that. So as we move forward, it's time to reset, refocus. They need that one more game to get the 3rd spot, and they're at home tonight, and so hopefully they can, pull the pieces together and not have to worry about that Portland game as much.
Yeah, and I mean, Luka strikes me. I don't know him personally. Obviously, I just admire his excellence from afar, but he strikes me as a guy that needs a reason to go there, if that makes sense. Like,
yes.
Like if things come so easy to him, he makes half-court shots before every game. Assistant coaches are doing push-ups. He has all kinds of trick shots. Yeah, and so he just strikes me as a guy that, like, when it counts, when it's needed, when he's right on the edge of falling off, like, that's when he can find a way to be at his best. And so, to James's point, like, the emotion was clearly there. He was positively and negatively impacted by what he was feeling. But as soon as the game started, he found a way to go to that place where he could lead the Lakers to victory.
And, guys, the Rockets tonight, as we look forward to this game, suiting up Jalen Green. A lot of the guys will be sitting that are in the normal rotation. But this is a deep roster, a young roster with hungry guys that are going to have some fun out there. And it could be dangerous, Big Game, with a team with nothing to lose. They're already locked into the 2 spot, and this could be a future matchup. So you got to take care of business tonight. It's a great opportunity for the Lakers. And then they could rest on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, you're already locked in. You got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. So what more fun would it be to just come in here and spank the Lakers, on their home court?
Make them sweat.
Regardless of who's playing. And if most of their guys aren't playing, those guys who are going to play, we always say this, They're in the NBA for a reason. And if you don't take them seriously, I mean, you look at guys like, you just look at Goodwin. I look at guys who just come in and they play hard and they're effective. So I think the Lakers it's just like finals now. Midterms are over. It's time to lock in. No more happy hours, no more frat parties. It's time to really lock in and get focused on what you need to do. They need this win tonight. They're going to have all next week off. And perhaps if they take care of business tonight, I don't know what's going to happen if LeBron will even play on guys who play in the Portland game. So this is a big opportunity to get a nice stretch and do some really good planning and focusing and getting ready for what you need to get ready for.
The other thought is, with the Lakers, for example, Coach Redick, the coaching staff, the guys are bought into the mindset, the attention to detail, the game plan, the coverages, and there's a consistency to their performances. They lose some games here or there. That's part of a season. But the Houston Rockets have also developed a mindset and a consistency in their performance under Ime Udoka. And so regardless of who's wearing the Rockets uniform tonight, they are going to compete hard. They're going to fight hard. It's going to be still physical. And, whether they can beat the Lakers with that crew or not, we'll see. But they're not going to just come in and lay down tonight.
Absolutely
especially after suffering a loss to the Clippers a couple nights ago.
Yeah, Lakers and Rockets will tip things off here at 7:30 on Spectrum Sports. Now let's get you live to Crypto.com Arena. And welcome back, Lakers reporter Mike Trudell, standing by with the latest. Michael.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome downtown. And really, Fish could have asked the question that I asked to J.J. Redick, because that's exactly the way, Fish, that I was thinking about this. So just really good point by you there. This Houston team plays with a certain level of competitiveness that Ime Udoka has kind of put upon that franchise every night. Played super hard against the Clippers and gave them a run for their money on Wednesday. And Redick and his staff, as kind of the self-described basketball sickos, are absolutely worried about Reed Sheppard and Cam Whitmore. Jalen Green played minimal minutes, but expect him to play again tonight. So these guys are talented players that would be playing serious rotation minutes, if not starting, on a lot of teams around the NBA. And they could not be more excited to get to play those minutes tonight, to get those shots up against the Lakers, against Luka and LeBron and everybody, and try and dim what has been a really good stretch of play. So I think the coaches are very well prepared for that and want to make sure that the players are as well. Here's how J.J. Redick described it.
I think early in that fourth quarter, it was a two-possession game. They made 20 of 43s. Really specifically with Reed Sheppard and Cam Whitmore, both those guys would be rotation players on nearly every team and potential starters on a lot of teams. And those guys they're thirsty to play and they're thirsty to prove themselves. And they're both really good players. So, we didn't know which direction they were going to go. We prepped as if they were playing everyone. We even, I had a pre-coaches meeting with the scout pod leader and Bob, our defensive coordinator, this morning. And then about 30 minutes after we finished our meeting, all those guys were out, and so we pivoted, and that's what we had to do. But we're